ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः।
ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः।
अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः।
अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः।
श्रीभगवानुवाच
श्रीभगवानुवाच
यज्ञार्थात् कर्मणोऽन्यत्र
यज्ञार्थात् कर्मणोऽन्यत्र
लोकोऽयं कर्मबन्धनः
लोकोऽयं कर्मबन्धनः
तदर्थं कर्म कौन्तेय
तदर्थं कर्म कौन्तेय
मुक्तसङ्गः समाचर।
मुक्तः सङ्गः समाचर।
यज्ञार्थं कर्म कुरु। यज्ञार्थं कर्म करणीयं तेन लोकः मुक्तः भवति। यज्ञार्थं तदर्थं कर्म कुरु तेन संसारात् विमुक्तः भवति। यज्ञातात् कर्मणः अन्यत्र अदर देन अयज्ञार्थात् अयज्ञार्थ कर्म बंधनः भवति। Karma which is not done for the sake of yajna will bind. That is, karma binds, karma yoga liberates indirectly. It takes a person to jnana yoga, and by jnanam the person gains moksha. So therefore karma yoga and jnana yoga, two types of yoga only. लोकेस्मिन् द्विधा निष्ठा परा प्रोक्ता मया नः ज्ञान योगेन सांख्यानां कर्म योगेन योगिनां. Only two yoga, two different lifestyles, two different yoga. Therefore there are not many yoga, different types of yoga. There may be different types, maybe in form, but all can be brought under karma. Bhakti itself is karma. Bhakti also as an expression involves karma. Therefore karma yoga. Karma means not just doing. The attitude is involved behind that. That's how it becomes a yoga. It is not karma, is not action, is not the displacement happening, the relative displacement, movement happening. That is science. Every action, the action movement is moving from one place to another place, an object moving, relative movement, velocity. That is not the karma we are talking about here. As the action, more than action, it is the attitude. Attitude matters. The attitude is recognizing Ishvara, recognizing the order. You have to appreciate the harmony, the creation, and it is who is behind that Ishvara, the Lord alone, the form of the order, universal order. Within the universe, there are many orders: psychological order, physical order, emotional order, biological order. Geological order. At every level there is order. Ishvara. Order is Ishvara. So one has to appreciate the all intelligence, all knowledge, that is Ishvara. So doing karma, feeling responsible, contributing to the order. Contributing meaning not violating the order, not disturbing the order, not creating any discord, disharmony. That is what the attitude is. So when karma is done with the attitude, then it becomes a yoga. So karma could be in any form, in the form of singing bhajans, doing japa. It is also karma, though we may call bhakti. It's just a different name, but it is nothing but karma yoga. If it is hatha yoga, practicing some pranayama exercise, that is also the way of disciplining the mind. Karma yoga is disciplining the mind. Bhakti also is a means to discipline the mind, tuning the mind. So any yoga is only for disciplining the mind, preparing the mind. Therefore, all come under karma yoga only. As I told you, they are just different names. Maybe the form may be different, some practices may be different, but they are karma alone. So therefore, only two types of yoga, karma and jnana. So therefore, there is a twofold yajna, direct and indirect. When you perform a karma, a yajna in the form of a prayer, a puja, etc., there is a direct relationship between you, Ishvara and yourself. You either invoke Ishvara in the form of a devata, a deity in a murti in a form, or you invoke him as the Lord straight away. Either way, there is a bhakta, and there is a yajamana who performs the karma. You can do the karma yourself, or it can be done by someone else, by proxy. As when you ask a priest to conduct a ritual on your behalf. Either way, the result comes to you alone, the yajamana. Direct and indirect yajnas. Karma that evokes a devata or Ishvara directly becomes a direct yajna. Any other karma done with an awareness of Ishvara becomes an indirect yajna. Because the yajna, direct or indirect, is done for the sake of Ishvara, Ishvara Prityatam, Parameshwar Prityatam. Therefore, Ishvara is also called yajna. Yajna, first we said yajna is karma, karma yoga. Since it is done for the sake of Ishvara, therefore, yajna is also, Ishvara is also called yajna. This section of the Gita provides a beautiful description of bhakti that converts karma into yoga. Everything can be seen here, the order, the ecology, and so on. At every level, there is an ecology. The ecology of thought, the ecology of karma, the ecology of action. Ecology is an excellent word, having brought into light a certain understanding that did not exist previously. Ecology is now a commonly used word because there is a necessity for it. Pollution now being a recognized problem. Ecology is recognized here at different levels. All the devatas, all the elemental forces are doing their jobs and should not be disturbed. Because you are a conscious being with a free will, even the ecology of the divine forces can be disturbed by your actions. If you are abusing your free will, you are disturbing the ecology of dharma. It's going to affect all humanity, like the El Nino problem. Whatever is disturbed is not going to remain without producing undesirable results. There is an order, and therefore, whenever there is an order, there is ecology. Order is Ishvara. Therefore, ecology, dharma, it is nothing but the expression of the order. Here, Krishna was talking at the dharma level. Dharma alone should govern your free will. So, what you do should be in keeping with dharma. Dharma maintains, the dharma is the ecology, maintaining the ecology by doing what should be done. Kartavyam karma. Once freedom is given to you, you can do whatever you want. You can abuse, you can use your free will, or you can abuse your free will. There is no hindrance whatsoever. If freedom can be hindered, it is not freedom. Therefore, because you have free will, you can commit homicide, even suicide. Since there is a possibility of abusing freedom at different levels, there should be ecology with reference to the freedom given. Ecology, there should be some sense of responsibility, dharma. It seems that the only ecology we are concerned about disturbing is the ecology of the flora and fauna. This attitude comes from human selfishness. We tend to think only about how we are going to be affected by this or that. But there is so much more to ecology than this. Ecology is the very awareness of one's action, dharma, and how to have an ever widening circle of reactions. When a stone is thrown into a clean water, it doesn't just drop to the bottom. It creates ripples, which keep on widening into bigger and bigger circles until they finally lash upon the shore. Similarly, any action creates extended circles of response. So our action creates response. Therefore, response and may affect the order. Therefore, our action should be in such a way that it doesn't disturb the order, contribute to the order. That is what dharma, that is what yoga, that is what ecology at broadest perspective. Disturbing the order. Any action that disturbs the order, the dharma, ecology of the system, ecology of the universe, the total system, will definitely bring about disorder, adharma. Because you are given freedom, your freedom should be controlled by dharma. If at all there is a control, it is conformity to dharma. One should conform to dharma, conform to values. One need not be controlled by the external rules. One should morally feel responsible and conform to dharma. It is self-discipline. If you don't conform to dharma, you will cause an ecological disturbance at the dharma level, resulting in various conflicts and problems. In this section of Gita, you will find how the universe moves within an ecology. It moves in a certain order, and any disturbance in the order, that order is a disturbance to you and to everyone else. Awareness of this fact is what makes a person a karma yogi. A cycle is going to be presented, the cycle of ecology. That's what somebody uses the word ecology here. There's a cycle of harmony. And you be a contributor to the cycle. Don't disturb the cycle. If you disturb, then you will get disturbed. Any disturbance, you'll get disturbed, and naturally everyone will get disturbed. So that is just it's going to be presented from next shloka. So as an introduction to that, here it says ecology. Therefore, karma yoga must be clearly understood. Because it is not an ordinary attitude, it takes a lot of maturity, awareness, and sensitivity. To simply say that one should love God is just so much Sunday talk. It means nothing. How can people who are not able to love their own mothers or those who care for them love God? You don't even know who this God is, whether he exists or not. We don't know. Bhakti is no joke. You must have a heightened awareness of the whole at the level of the manifest. This heightened awareness is what is called bhakti, and is what makes you a karma yogi, as we shall see later in this group of verses. Arjuna was told by Krishna to take to karma yoga, and he was told that karma, action, binds a person who performs the action. Thus, there seems to be a problem here. Action implying a doer brings to the doer the results of the action, karma pala. The results of the action are either seen drishtapalam or unseen adrishtapalam. Some results are those you see immediately in this life itself. You can therefore directly relate to them. When you boil water, for example, the boiled water is a result that is seen immediately. The same actions can also bring about unseen results, those that are not seen by you now, but it will come either later in this life or in the hereafter. A prayer or ritual is a karma that brings about an unseen result. For example, Putra Kameshti, the name given to a ritual performed for gaining a son, produces result in this life only. How it happens is not known, only the outcome is seen. The connection between the ritual and the result not being seen, that is called adrishta. How the ritual produces an offspring for the couple, that connection cannot be seen, therefore adrishta. That actions produce both seen and unseen results is unfolded by the Shruti. How action binds a person. In this way, we see that action does indeed bind the person. It keeps the doer going all the time. Whether the result is good or bad, punya or papa, the doer is always there as a samsari. For the one who can discriminate between the real and the unreal, even a good result is a shackle. A good result may mean that a particular situation is a little more comfortable, but it is not going to completely change the person in terms of his or her sense of limitation centered on the I. That will not make him free. He will not stop doing this. He will continue to do more, work for more, expecting more and better results. So therefore, the sense of limitation, the sense of inadequacy will continue. A person can become the president of a country because of some punya alone, not merely because of his or her qualifications. You may say it's a fluke or a chance, whereas we attribute to some good karma. Even though a highly qualified person may repeatedly contest the presidential elections, he or she may never win. For the highly qualified person, the unseen result of winning a presidential election may not be there, whereas for a lesser qualified person, it is. And even if you do become the president, there will still be problems. Perhaps you think your nose is too big and having to be constant in the public eye, you feel you should undergo surgery. Like this, some problem or other is always going to be there because simply by becoming a powerful person in society, no one is going to alter his or her sense of limitation centered on the eye. Therefore, even punya, good results are a shackle, a golden shackle. If papa is iron shackle, punya is a golden shackle. That is not going to remove the sense of limitation. No arthakama accomplishment can remove this. Whether one's shackle is made of gold or iron, it's still the same. It binds a person. So any karma done for the sake of gaining certain results, desirable results or things, will never make the person free. The person will continue, the same person will continue, the wanting person will continue. Therefore, a discriminating person knows that both the punya and papa are the cause for bondage, the cause for samsara continuing. Karma doesn't cause samsara, it perpetuates it. There is no need to cause samsara because it's already there. Since karma perpetuates samsara, instead of releasing you from it, why should you do karma? Becomes a question. In this shloka, Krishna acknowledged that karma is a cause for continued bondage, bandhetu. There is no doubt about it. If karma is done for reasons other than yajna, it binds. Here, yajna doesn't refer to the ritual itself. Yajna literally means ritual, but here doesn't refer to the ritual itself. It refers to the one for whose sake it is done. Ishvara. Here, that's why Ishvarartham, Tadartham, Ishvarartham. Yajna, the word is to be taken as Ishvara. When karma is done for the sake of Ishvara, that karma is called yajna, and Ishvara is also called yajna, and that there is yoga, it becomes a yoga then. Karma becomes a yoga, it means of worship. It is done for yajna, Ishvarartham, yajnartham, Ishvarartham. So, by saying that yajna is Vishnu, the one who is all pervasive, the Shruti makes it clear that yajna is a Lord. Similarly, the shloka 24 of the chapter 4 of Gita, everything is seemed to be Brahma, the Lord. The one who performs the ritual is the Lord. The place where it is performed, Agni Kunda, the oblation itself is also the Lord. The mantra, the ladders with which the oblation is offered, and so on, are the Lord. And so is the result. This means there is nothing to gain. Everything belongs to Brahma because everything is Brahma. So yajnartham karma kudu. Yajna meaning Ishvara. Ishvarartham karma. When karma is done for the sake of Ishvara, then what is the karma? It is karma yoga. So here Bhashyakara takes the meaning of the word yajna, meaning Ishvara. So yajnartham karma. Therefore, yajna karma, Ishvara karma, karma yoga it is. Karma as an offering to Ishvara doesn't bind. Krishna said that here karma binds only a person when it is performed without recognizing the Lord. When karma is done for the sake of one's ragadveshas, without considering the dharma as Ishvara, then it is bondage. One gains only the results known as papa and punya that comes from performing kamya karmas. Kamya karma is desire prompted actions. Actions that are done for the sake of one's likes and dislikes. Action prompted by one's ragadvesha, kamya karma. Only in this way can it be said that karma binds. Kamya karma binds a person. It is true that if kami karma is done keeping dharma and adharma in view, no papa is incurred. Yes. If kami karma is done keeping with dharma, then no papa. However, Only when karma is done for the sake of antakarna shuddhi does it become a means of moksha. Only then it is yoga. Even if kami karma is done with it done keeping with dharma, it doesn't liberate the person. It is kami karma. It is desire prompted action. Only when karma is done for antakarna shuddhi, only it is done for the sake of the Lord, then only it becomes a means for moksha. For then only it is yoga. Therefore, karma becomes yoga if it is yajna, if it is done for the sake of the Lord, for Ishvara, as a propitiation priyam for or for antakarna shuddhi. If this is not the case, then even worship, prayer, and so on become kami karma. Doing japa, etc., everything becomes kamya. Performed to fulfill one's own ragadveshas. There is nothing wrong in doing this, but one should know that performing karma in this way is bondage. Lokoyam karma bandhanaha. Therefore, Krishna said, do karma properly for the sake of the Lord as a yajna, as propitiation. And how should this karma be done? By being free of attachment, mukta sangha, samachara. What binds you to karma are your ragadveshas alone. Karma itself doesn't bind you. For a jnani, a wise person, there is no problem at all. Karma doesn't bind the person. And for a yogi, who is not controlled by his or her ragadveshas, karma is an indirect means for gaining the knowledge. That is moksha. Therefore, thus Krishna told Arjuna, whether he looked upon himself as a jnani or a yogi, there's no problem because karma doesn't bind you. What binds you is only the ragadvesha. Therefore, you find that your previous karma, prarabdha, has brought you to a given situation. With reference to action itself, you simply have to do what is to be done by you. Another aspect of karma yoga concerns your response to the results of action. So, two aspects. One is doing what is to be done, and another aspect is response to the results of action that has been done by you. So, you have certain likes and dislikes, ragadvesha, and keeping with dharma, you fulfill them. That is fine. At the same time, you are prepared to accept the results of your action as prasada. In this way, your response to the results of action, karma pala, is also karma yoga. That is why Ishwararpana buddhi, yajnartham karma is Ishwarartham karma. That is why karma yoga is called Ishwararpana buddhi, the attitude of doing karma for the sake of the Lord, offering to the Lord, and prasada buddhi, accepting the outcome of the karma as the prasada from the Lord. That is karma yoga buddhi, Ishwararpana buddhi, prasada buddhi. The action mentioned by Krishna in this shloka was not meant for fulfilling Arjuna's ragadveshas. It was action to be done by simply because it was to be done. Arjuna said he did not want to fight because he did not want the kingdom. Since ragadveshas were not involved, why should he fight? Krishna's response was that the matter was no longer in Arjuna's hands and that what was to be done by him must be done. Ragadveshas have to subserve dharma. What is to be done, we have to do without being dictated to by a utilitarian attitude. How action becomes yoga? Actions are almost always dictated by a utilitarian attitude. What will I get out of this? How much I will I get? So on. But here Krishna was saying that if something is to be done by you and you don't want to do it, you had better do it anyway. In this way, action becomes a yoga. Krishna was talking about a karma yogi here who is qualified to do karma. The jnani is not being addressed at all. For the jnani, there is no problem because the person knows that he or she is not the doer. There is nothing to be done. The karma yogi, on the other hand, still thinking that he or she is a doer, continues to perform action until knowledge is gained. Therefore, jnana yogi, the karma yogi is only addressed. Therefore, explaining why karma is to be done further, Bhagavan Krishna says here only the why karma is to be done. Why karma is to be done and the cycle, the ecology, the cycle of the chakram, the 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 cycle in the creation is going to be presented. Annad bhavanti bhutani, parjanya dhanna sambhava iti. How the food come, how the wings come. So what is a and that and the cycle. Annad bhavanti bhutani, parjanya and annam comes by parjanya, parjanyam comes because of karma. Annam is required for the sustenance of the beings, and beings do karma, and karma produces karma pala, papa punya iti. There is a a cycle. Evam pravatitam chakra, cycle. So you be contributor to this cycle, to the cycle of harmony, the cycle of this order. So it is the order of Ishvara. So Karma Yoga is explained here in a way that is different aspect, different way of interpreting Karma Yoga by being a contributor to the perpetuation of this cycle, the cycle of harmony. That is also Karma Yoga. So Karma Yoga can be explained through many ways. Panchamaha Yajna is Karma Yoga. Doing karma with Ishvararpana Buddhi and accepting the result as Prasada Buddhi, Karma Yoga. Samatvam Yoga Uchete, we define Karma Yoga. Yoga ka karmasu kaushalam. This is what is yoga ka karmasu kaushalam. Being discreet in action, doing what is to be done in a given situation, doing one's dharma is karma yoga. And contributing to the cycle which is naturally there in the creation, it is Ishvara Srishti. That is karma yoga. So therefore, different aspects of karma yoga is being presented in the it's going to be presented in the upcoming shlokas. We will see. Therefore, why karma is to be done? It is for antakarana shuddhi. It is for the neutralization of raga and dvesha, because that keeps a person in bondage, that keeps a person continuing in samsara. If a person wants to be free, he has to change his attitude, not the action, not give up the action, not modify the action. There is no question of giving up the action unless the person is prepared to take up the lifestyle of sannyasi. Therefore, there is no question of giving up. Doing what is to be done, whether even if the action is bitter, doing what is to be done. Like for Arjuna here, the action is fighting the war, even though it is bitter to be done. When it is done, yajnartham, for Ishwarartham, then it is karma yoga only. It becomes a means for moksha. There is no other way. We'll continue. We'll continue in the next class. So beautiful. So beautiful the explanation of karma yoga. Nowhere it is presented as it is in the Gita. That's why it is Yoga Shastra. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Dhanyavadaha. No other text other than Gita talks on Karma Yoga so elaborately. That's why it is a beautiful text. More, it is more valid. In the sense, it's more valid and applicable for all people. That jnana yogi, sannyasa, that next. But to live in the society as a sane person, this is a must. Therefore, it is applicable to all people in all walks of life. Therefore, this topic is universal. And nowhere it is discussed like this elaborately as it is done in Gita. Dhanyavadaha.